So we're going to talk a little bit about Corona and what's going on in business in general. Everyone's getting affected across the board.
And I'll tell a little bit about Shark Tank because I love to talk about some sharks. I mean, here's one of my sharks. I always ask the question because people ask me as I'm running through the airport, hey, that Mr. Wonderful guy, what's he like? Tell me about him. And I always say, do you know why he calls himself Mr. Wonderful? People say, no. Why? Well, because nobody else will. He's the only one that thinks he's wonderful. So anyway, it's enough about Kevin O'Leary. He's actually not so bad a guy. And so bottom line is, yeah, Shark Tank has been a great asset in helping build some product businesses, but we're going to talk about, this getting back to the basics. So my story goes all the way back to the early days. I'm sitting there one day watching cable television. I had 30 channels that I had just ordered, and I went through the channels. I called the cable company. I said, hey, what's going on here? There's nothing on Discovery. I'm paying for 30 channels. And they said, oh, there's only an 18-hour block on Discovery. 6 hours a day is going to be the bars on the screen. And that's when the light bulb went off. What can I put in that 6-hour block and make some money? So that's what we started doing is I started searching for products or things to put in there. And so I was at the Philadelphia Home Show around this time, and there was one booth that had this huge crowd. And there was a guy who had a knife in his hand. He's cutting through a Coca-Cola can, through a muffler, through a pair of sneakers. He said, it's called the Ginsu Knife. And I watched him sell thousands of dollars of Ginsu knives. And this is back in the early 80s now, right? So
you take a tomato, the weight of the knife alone cuts that tomato. Let me ask you something. How many knives do you have at home this sharp you could drop the tomato on top? Pretty sharp, right? You know what one young lady said? Can you cut them thin? I said, thin. One tomato will last you all week long.
So we filmed that. We filmed it for under $10,000. Pretty amazing. And it ended up becoming a huge success. Very cool story because I didn't invent Ginsu. I'm not an inventor. I deal with inventors, and that's why we want these virtual programs like we're doing right now to be powerful for folks with products.